Now we are going to see our first experiment, design of testing of inverting, non-inverting and differential amplifier. Our aim is to design and construct inverting and non-inverting differential amplifier. And we are going to see various uh, circuit diagrams and the design procedure, as well as the output waveform and the tabular column, and finally we are going to see the simulation output. What is inverting amplifier? An inverting amplifier is an amplifier which is designed using the operational amplifier. Here we are going to give the input at the inverting terminal of the operational, that is at the minus terminal of the operational amplifier, and we are given two resistance, input resistance R1 and feedback resistance RF. Here the output will be 180-degree phase shift. Non-inverting amplifier, the input is given to the positive terminal of the operational amplifier. Here the output will be in the non-inverted output, that is there will be no phase shift. For inverting amplifier there will be 180-degree phase shift. For the differential amplifier the output will be the difference between the two input signal. Now we are going to see the design procedure. In the design procedure we are going to see the design for the inverting, non-inverting as well as differential amplifier. For the inverting amplifier we can see that the design procedure consists of three things. First one is gain. We have to first study about the gain. The gain we are here we can get to formula for the gain for the various amplifier. For the inverting amplifier we have to get the gain formula as A equal to minus RF divided by R1. When A equal to minus 10 and R1 is equal to 10 kilo ohm, the feedback resistance RF equal to 100 kilo ohm. Similarly, for non-inverting amplifier, we gain A is equal to 1 plus RF divided by R1. We are assuming A equal to 11 and R1 equal to 10K, then RF is equal to 100K. For the differential amplifier, there are two modes. In common mode, both voltage which we give to the differential amplifier is of same. Therefore, the common mode voltage VC equal to V1 plus V2 by 2, and the gain AC equal to V out by VC, which we obtained in the previous step. Therefore, the formula here we have to choose is A equal to 1 plus RF divided by R1. With A equal to 11 and R1 equal to 10K, RF is taken as a RF value which we taken here, which will obtain here as a 100 kilo ohm. Similarly, in differential mode, V1 and V2 are different. Therefore, the VD is the common differential mode voltage, which is equal to V1 minus V2, and AD is the gain VE0 divided by VD. Here, A equal to minus RF divided by R1. Therefore, here we will take the value R1 at 10K and A equal to minus 10, there RF is equal to 100K. This is a circuit diagram for inverting amplifier. We are going to give the input at the minus terminal of the operational amplifier. Operational amplifier consists of 2, 3. 2 is the negative input terminal, 3 is the positive input terminal, 6 is the output. For the 7 and 4 we have to give the supply. 7 is the positive supply and 4 is the negative supply. Here the output feedback to the input through the RF resistance, and input resistance R1 is used, and the input is given to the negative terminal of the operation amplifier for the inverting amplifier. Therefore, when we give the sine wave as input, the output will be 180-degree phase shift. Similarly, for non-inverting amplifier, we should put ground the negative terminal and non-inverting terminal is plus. Here we have to give the input. And if we give sine wave as an input, the same sine wave will be appeared as an output because it is a non-inverting. Similarly, in the differential amplifier, two different input voltage should be given. Okay, so that we are setting two different voltage. For the differential mode, this two are different voltage. For the common mode, these two will be in the same voltage, and we will calculate the value of output voltage for each frequency. Now we are going to see the model graph. For the inverting mode, the input is sine wave, output is a 180-degree phase shifted sine wave. For non-inverting amplifier, the input and the output will be same without any phase shift. This is the tabular column. We have to take the value of voltage and time for the input and the output, and we should plot the graph for the inverting and non-inverting. For the differential amplifier, there are two modes. One is common mode and another one is differential mode. Okay, for the differential mode, we have to set in the circuit diagram, we have to set two voltage as a different voltage. For the common mode, we have to take the two voltage as the same voltage. can calculate the VD divided by VD equal to V1 minus V2. Here we can calculate VC equal to V1 plus V2 divided by 2. By varying the frequency and taking the value of the VD, we can calculate the gain and gain in dB. Similarly, for the same frequency, we have to obtain the value for VC, and we can calculate the common mode gain and take in terms of dB. Then we have to calculate the COM or common mode rejection ratio. Common mode rejection ratio, which is equal to AD by AC, which is equal to 20 log of AD by AC. You have to plot the graph for this value, then value of AD and AC. Next, we are going to see the simulation output for the inverting, non-inverting, as well as the inverting, non-inverting, as well as the differential amplifier. In the Multisim software, we are going to see the simulation output. Okay, this is the Multisim live. Here we have to take a sheet and we can place the component which is available here, and we have to just provide connection. Okay, here here is a ground, and from this we can give the source supply voltage, and this we can use take the operational amplifier and diode, BJT, bulb, switch. Similarly, various components are available. We have to just click that component and we have to place it on the trace and keep it on this position. And if you want another component, you can as per the circuit diagram, we can take the component and place the component here, and we can give the connection. Okay, we can give the connection between this component using the connecting wires. Similarly, we are drawn the diagram for the I have already drawn the diagram for the see, I have already drawn the diagram for the non-inverting amplifier. This is an operational amplifier. The terminal 2 is here the plus is a non-inverting input, so that we are giving the non-inverting input to this positive of an operational amplifier. The negative operation is given with the resistance R1 and it is grounded, and the feedback is taken from the output as an RF. Now we are going to take the output here, and we are giving the positive supply to this 14th pin and the negative supply to the 7th pin. Now we are going to simulate and see the output. This is our circuit diagram. We can see the graph. See, this is the graph for the non-inverting amplifier. The input as well as output. Here the input is indicated by the green line and the output is indicated by the blue line. Here the input and output are in same phase. They are not phase shifted with each other. This is the output for the non-inverting amplifier, and this is the circuit diagram for the non-inverting amplifier. You can see it together. And now I am going to run this live Multisim software. Okay, you can see that the input as well as output are in same phase. This is the output for the non-inverting amplifier. Okay, now you can see the circuit diagram for the inverting operational amplifier. Here is the inverting terminal. There we are giving a voltage. Here see, this is a minus voltage. We will obtain the positive voltage at the 9.9844 positive voltage, and this is a minus voltage. Okay, here the input resistance R1 is 1K and the feedback resistance is 10K, and we have to give the connection in this manner. And if we simulate, and we can see the output. See, the input is in the blue color. Blue color is uh, minus, then the output is voltage is taken as an output side in the green color, it is a plus voltage. If blue is minus and green output voltage is the plus, so that the voltage is obtained as a inverted voltage form. This is obtained using this inverting operational amplifier. Here we have to give the input towards the negative of the operational amplifier, and the positive of the operational amplifier should be grounded, and the output should be taken at the sixth pin. Okay. Next we are going to see about the differential amplifier. See, this is the output for the differential amplifier. Here we have given. Okay, this is the output for the differential amplifier. See that the two input we are giving here is 16 volt and 16 volt. Then the output we obtained in this circuit is 24. We have already seen the formula in the common mode. Vc equal to V1 plus V2. Vc equal to V1 plus V2 by 2. Therefore, here we are taking V1 as well as V2 value as 16 and 16. Therefore, the output voltage we obtained is a 24. See, this is the waveform of the output 24, and this is the input 16 16. This is in the similarly in the common mode we have to give same voltage at the input, we can take the output, and the differential mode we have to give different voltage V1 V2 at the input, and we have to calculate the output, and we have to calculate the common mode gain Vc and Vd in the, as in the formula for the various frequency, and we have to plot the CMOR value. See, this is the output for this V1 and V2 for the 24 volt. If I keep the different voltage, then we'll get the different output. See, now it is equal to, the output is equal to nearly 23 volt. The output is nearly equal to 23 volt. When there is a difference in voltage, if there is the same voltage, then the V1 minus V2 will be approximately equal to 0. Therefore, we get the minimum value as 1 microvolt. We have to plot these values in the tabulation, and we can calculate the VDVC, ADAC, and we have to calculate the value of CMOR and plot the graph in the Semilab and calculate the gain bandwidth value. Thank you. This is the AC response. This is the AC response for the differential amplifier circuit. We have already read the voltage value. This is the schematic diagram for the differential amplifier, and now we have to change this as a AC sweep, and we can see the graph. This is the frequency response of the differential amplifier. Now we have same voltage in the common mode voltage. Similarly, we can change the voltage different, and we can obtain the graph for the differential mode, and by using these two we can calculate the value of CMR and plot the AC sweep graph for the differential amplifier circuit. Thank you.